So hello and welcome to my channel, and today I thought I'd do a get ready with me and just a bit of a chit chat. Not really done anything like this before. I've just got out the shower, washed my fringe. I don't wash my hair every day. Washed it yesterday. I can't believe how long my hair's getting. Look at that. I'd say about 18 months ago I went through a really bad stage of my hair thinning. And I mean, I lose a lot of it anyway, but oh, it was awful. And I thought, oh, don't know, it made me feel awful. But anyway, it's thankfully come back a bit, and I don't know whether that's through diet or what, but I'm also trying out a new product, a TG product, which I covered on my channel a few days ago, or a couple of weeks ago, like a thickening agent. And yeah, I don't know, that makes it, whether that's helping, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to do a couple of space buns today, and then just do a little bit of casual makeup. So how I do these myself without using the little mesh donuts, I started using little clips, sort of come up with this little idea myself. Yes, so I shall show you how I do it. So I start off by just splitting my hair in two. This is a style you can do. You don't have to have long hair to do it, but because you can sort of vump it up a bit, so you don't need to necessarily have hair the same length as me at all. So split it in two. I always find one bit is a bit thicker than the other. One side always feels thicker than the other, usually this side. So I'll start with the slightly thinner side, and all you're going to do, or all I'm going to do, is just put it in a little bunch. I used to have pigtails when I was a child. I had very, very long hair, strawberry blonde locks many moons ago. And I used to like my mum putting my hair in pigtails. And then all I'm using is quite a thin elastic. Well, no, it's not an elastic, sorry, a hairband, hair bobble. Just a thin one. So the world's gone crazy with this coronavirus. Goodness me. Thought I might as well talk about it because everybody else seems to be. Goodness gracious. I went in, where did I go? I went into Tesco late last week and Aldi on Friday. There's a really weird feeling around at the minute. I said to my husband, it's really sort of, I don't know, everybody's talking about it. It's all a bit strange. The shelves were bare. The problem is, and I know everybody keeps saying it, you know, you're actually going in the shop now just to get what you'd normally buy. So a packet of toilet rolls or some pasta. I actually needed some more pasta. And it's all sold out. And obviously I can get other stuff instead, but you know, I eat a lot of pasta. I want some pasta. I am a normal pasta buyer, if you don't mind. Anyway, I mean, we're quite lucky here in this house. We've got a lot of storage, so I do bulk buy anyway, normally, not just because of this virus that's going on. So I do usually have quite a lot of stuff in the cupboards anyway, and a nice decent supply of toilet roll anyway. And as you can imagine, all the stuff I keep buying for these shopping hauls now means I've got an absolute load of hand wash, load of shower gel, etc. So I am fully kitted up, at least for a little while. Okay, so that's the main little piggies done. What I like to do, I quite like to have a big fringe when I do this hairstyle, so I'll brush a bit more forward. And then I'll get on to curling that in a minute. And then the bits at the top, just neaten those up a little bit. They're actually gone up quite well for a change. And I do just bring them forward just to give myself a little bit of softness so it's not too severe. And then what I do with these, all I'm going to do is whiz them around and then stick the clips in. But I do just give them a slight back comb. Another thing, not sure if this has helped with my hair. This is a Tangle Teaser Wet and Dry, or Tangle Teaser Wet. It's brilliant. It sounds like it's really ripping your hair out, but it's not. It's supposed to stop breakage. And again, could be a contributing factor as to why my hair's a bit better now, but absolutely love this brush. And you know, you can, what I tend to do when I wash my hair as well, I'll brush through the hair thickener or mousse. You can use it wet or dry, believe it or not. And then I will just carefully just twist it round, because I don't want to lose the volume that I've just combed into it. And then just go around in a little ball, and then just have a little play around with it until you get a decent shape. So that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, on Friday, somebody at Alan's work was diagnosed with the dreaded virus. His company's taking it really seriously, actually. They've all split up. Alan works in the city, and their company split them into two, like an A team and a B team. And the team that Alan's in has got to work at home next week, so he's working at home for the whole week, the lucky thing. But I mean, to be fair, he does work from home quite a bit, and I think his company get a lot more value out of him because he works longer than he'd work in the office. He always does a little bit extra. So you've got to be pretty, what's the word, strict with yourself, haven't you? So you don't get sidetracked. I'd be getting sidetracked all over the place if I worked from home. Terrible, terrible, terrible at getting sidetracked. Right, so that's the next one. So that's just such an easy, quick and quite cute hairstyle. I love it. And so quick. So that's number one. Number two now done. And then you can just have a little poof about with them. Right, I'm just going to spin round and have a look at the back. This chair makes a bit of a funny sound. Oh, didn't do it today. Right, just need to neaten that up a bit. But the idea of this is, it's, you know, it's quite a messy-ish hairstyle anyway, so I don't want it too perfect. So there we go. Lovely. Now on to the fringe. So I try to avoid putting too much heat through my fringe. It ends up snapping off, and I've got this side of my fringe is a lot thinner, a lot finer than this side. I don't know why, there just doesn't seem to be as much hair. So what I use instead of straighteners are these. So I just put a little bit of spray on it, because I've just washed it so it's quite soft. Absolutely loving this new hairspray I've found. If you've seen a few of my other videos, you'll have noticed how disappointed I've been that the Boots one that I've used for years and years and years, don't know what they've done to it. I don't like it. So I've been on the hunt for a new one, and quite quickly I found it. So let me just do this and then I'll show you what it is. So I just put that in, pull that quite tight and straight, because I'm going to leave these rollers in for a while. So I need to be no kinks or wonky bits. That's number one. Number two. Been filming another video which I hope turns out. I bought some more artificial flowers. Really getting into artificial flowers. Spent a lot of money on them. I was working out earlier on, I think on the whole lot that I've now got, I've got about enough for 3 vases. I reckon I've spent nearly about 150 quid. But they are absolutely beautiful, they really are nice. Been really pleased with the 2 that I've done so far. And I've just been working on a 3rd one over the weekend. Right, so just spray that a bit more. Sorry if I appear to be looking over, that's where my mirror is behind you. Yeah, this is the hairspray. It's from Superdrug. And I've gone for the extra firm hold. It smells nice, I really like it. So I'm chuffed to have found something else. Yes, so I've started attempting to film this flower arranging thing. The last one I did, I recorded it all, or so I thought I did, on time lapse. And then when I went to edit it all, it hadn't filmed. I was absolutely gutted. Right, so this is me, absolutely bare face. What a lovely sight that is. I have moisturised. So I've washed my face with a foaming face wash, and I've put on some Kiehl's eye cream, Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Cream, not the lotion, and then I've put on Clinique Hydro Blur. Sorry, mine's having a bit of a blank. I'm thinking about meeting up with a friend. It's all getting distracted. So, yeah, like I said, at the weekends I don't like to put too much on my face. So let me have a little look in my box of tricks down here. What I might use today. Aha, this is what I'm going to use. A bit of this. So I've only got a couple of these. I haven't bought any. It's Chanel. And it's a tinted moisturiser. And this is in medium light. They're a bit reluctant to give you samples on Chanel. Not sure why. Right, I've got a little mirror here so I can have a look into. Yeah, I went to a Chanel counter and sort of got colour matched, and not very forthcoming with the samples, even when I asked for one. She's like, I'm not sure if I'm really supposed to give you any. Cheers. I need to try it before I buy it at £45 if you don't mind. Right, just put a bit on my hand. And I'm using this kabuki brush from Primark just to put a little bit on my face. So I'll just blend that in a little bit. The only thing with these brushes I find, just tend to lose all the product on the brush and it doesn't then go on your face. But this is just a really light, nice semi. I don't really want a foundation on because, like I say, I'm just walking the dog, but I like to have a bit of something to even out the skin tone. Yeah, so, the feeling in town when I went in, yeah, everybody's all a bit panicky and, I don't know, you've got to be sensible, I suppose, but not take any risks. I mean, Alan's company, fantastic that they can do that. And they are all set up that they can do that. He's got a laptop and he's off, you know, he set himself up an office anyway because he works from home sometimes, and he's got his big monitors and he can dial into conference calls and all sorts, so he can work from home for a long time. My work, however, as a secretary, not really much I can do here. I haven't got a laptop, and we're being told it would take far too long to be getting laptops sorted out. And plus there's the whole security issue as well, isn't there? Alan's company's all set up with the RAS tokens, and because he works in IT, you know, they're all really savvy with that sort of stuff. So I've just sort of said I'll have to help out with what's needed at work, really, as long as I don't catch it. Had my friends who were supposed to be coming to stay with me this weekend, and for one, the trains had got a rail replacement anyway with the bus, so it meant the journey was ridiculously long. And then secondly, I didn't really necessarily want to be going out into town, and I didn't really want them to be travelling on the train, so that got cancelled. And then next weekend, for Mother's Day, I was supposed to be going to see my mum and dad and my nephew and my sister-in-law and brother. Going to stay up for a couple of nights, but my dad wasn't very well. When was it? Just over a year ago. He was very, very poorly, and he's 78 now. He's absolutely fine, fighting fit again now, but you know, he's 78, mum's 72. For one, I don't want to be travelling on the train myself and opening, you know, the exposure lines. And for two, if I catch anything, I certainly don't want to be taking it and transferring it to my mum and dad. So that weekend's been cancelled as well. So Alan and I haven't really left the house this weekend. We went and took Zara out yesterday for a walk together, only a quickie. But Friday night I went, like I say, to Aldi, picked up some last bits. Alan, he'd nipped to Tesco anyway because he'd been to get his tooth out. It's another reason why we've not done much this weekend. He's had his wisdom tooth out and he's still in a lot of pain from it, and it's got that awful dull ache that you have when somebody's been yanking around in the back of your mouth. Right, that's that blunder done. I'm finding lately quite a few products, foundation wise, when I'm putting them on, they're not sitting very well by my nose. Sort of getting a bit congealed. I'm not quite sure whether it's larger pores or I don't know. I need to work out what's going on there. Right, what should we do next? I'm not going to do any eyeshadow or anything. I'll do straight onto my brows next. Yes, so my YouTube channel is almost a year old. Year in March. Can't believe I've been doing it for a year. Ooh, absolutely crazy. I've just subscribed to a new lady I've started watching this morning. She's only got 74 subscribers and her videos are really good. You can just tell she's going to do really well. But I remember back when I first started, and you're just wondering whether it's all worth it, because you're recording all these videos, spending all this time doing it, you know, and you've got about 30 subscribers. So thank you to those that have been here from right back then. I did actually start by doing makeup, actually. It was foundation I started. Well, it was the first few of my videos on this channel. Still on the iPad, still the same sort of backdrop, but I think I've got a bit more comfortable speaking in front of the camera now, and I know a bit more about what I'm doing. But yeah, so I did subscribe to her because I thought, you know, need to support fellow YouTubers when they're just starting out, because it's very soul destroying to start with. Right, I'm going to use a bit of this on my brows. This is Brow Sketch. I've talked about this a lot before. Primark, I think it's about £2.50. £2.50. Just going to do it slightly to the side. So I've just cleaned my brows of foundation. Not sure if anybody else does that. I always like to start with a clean palette. Yes, so I've subscribed to her, and I was, in fact, she's a similar height and weight to me, a bit younger than me. She's about 28, but it was quite good for me to watch because the sort of clothes that she's buying probably look similar on me, you know, the try-ons that she's doing. So I was quite interested in that. Right, so what I tend to do to start with, I will shape out an outline of sort of my eyebrow where I want it to be. My eyebrows are very, very sparse. They need dyeing at the minute. So yes, a year old. Can't believe it. I absolutely love it though. Really enjoy it. Really enjoy filming the videos. The editing takes ages. If you're not familiar with it, some of the editing can take hours. If you don't film, I'm hoping like with this one, there won't be much editing because it's just a chatty, straightforward talk. But the ones where you have to piece videos together or chop a lot of it out, they take ages to edit. The ones I did when I went to New York, because they're all separate videos and photos, I had to like sort of put it all together. It was crazy. It took me days, absolutely days. Oops. Days, it took me days. Right, let's blend that in a little bit. But yeah, I'm probably quicker at doing the editing now as well. And I don't know, you sort of got a bit more used to when you do the filming, how to end things, how to talk about stuff a bit better, where to look in the camera. A lot of people look at the viewfinder or whatever. You need to be looking, for me, over there. So a lot of you might not realise that I do a lot of training. I am very into my training. I train before I go to work almost every day. Probably train 6 times a week. So I'm not sure if that would be, I did a video on it when I very first started. I did like a week in the life. But that was, I had a look earlier on my history, and that was, I did that in the May. So I'm wondering if anybody would be interested in me doing something like that again. I know a friend at work has asked me to do another what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week sort of video. So if that'd be something you might be interested in, let me know in the comments below. Right, I'm going to go in here with some brow gel. This is clear. I've just bit my tongue. It was clear anyway. This is just from Primark as well. I think we're going to go for full on Primark. £1. I only started using brow gel recently and I really like it. Helps really define your eyebrows, funnily enough. Yeah, so I usually run twice a week, and then I go on what's called a watt bike. We've got a watt bike and a treadmill at home in like a cabin out in the garden. So I usually do 3 sessions on that. Absolutely love cycling. That's my real passion at the moment. Really enjoy it. So that's, yeah, not too heavy on the brows. Yeah, love cycling. And then I also do weight training. Right, bit of eyeliner next. Let's go for, I'm really liking this one at the moment. This is a number 7 in the shade Charcoal Grey. Yeah, my training's gone really well this week. I did, I got a new PB at the gym. So if you're not familiar with what that means, it means personal best. So I love doing squats. My maximum PB on a squat at the moment, well, 3 years ago, was, that's all congregated in my eyes. Yeah, it was 80 kilos for one, and that was about 3 years ago, and I never thought I'd be able to do it again because I only do weight training once a week now, whereas I used to be doing it twice a week, and I just don't you go on as heavy weights anymore because I tend to prefer more reps rather than weight. But we were going this week for some PBs, or you know, for people to try, and I actually managed to do another 80 kilo one today, which I never thought not today, Tuesday, I never ever thought I'd be able to do it ever again, and I did it, and I felt like I could go a little bit heavier. God, I'm getting a bit of a mess with this. That's because I'm talking. Let me just neaten this up a bit. And a bit over, that's fine. Yeah, and then we did some deadlifts as well. And my maximum on that was 80. And I did 87. So I got a new PB. Right, loving this as well. More Primark. Should have called this a Primark makeup haul. This is the Fake It mascara, £2.50. Love this at the minute. Absolutely love that big old brush. Yeah, so 87. And I think I could have gotten a bit heavier. I'm finding though, now I'm getting a bit older with the weight training. Getting very close to wetting myself when I do some stuff. When I do the really heavy weights and you sort of, which considering I've not had children is not a good way to be. Just hoping it never actually happens. I'm hoping I might be able to do a bit heavier. I mean, 44 now, I'm 45 this year. But my friend who I'm about to go walking with now, that's where I met her, Michelle. And she's, what is she now, 51, 52? Whoops. She's a bit taller than me, so, and probably a little bit heavier, and a lot of weight training is like weight, strength, power to weight ratio. So it would be only right that she is stronger than me because she is a bit taller. But it's just great to see that the age that she's at, the weight she's lifting means I've got a good few years left in me yet, which is great news. And you know, it also means for people who have every excuse under the sun not to do any training, get your backside into gear. One of the other ladies I train with, she's 60 odd, 62 Trina, and she's really strong. So, you know, for all of you out there that the children are now grown up or at school, so you don't need to be there all the time, get yourself down that gym and have a go. Makes you feel so much better. It's so good for your head. I can't tell you. When I don't train, which is very rare, if it's a meal, I suppose if a meal it's different. I do sometimes take a rest week, but it just gets you set up. Well, I know not everybody can train in the morning. That's not everybody's sort of bag, but I think because I've done it for so many years now, I honestly think it's one of the best things for your mental health, mental well-being. Sets me up for the day. I go into work raring to go. Makes me eat healthier when I'm training. Makes it that I can eat nicer things. I had a terrible relationship with food for most of my life, so I'm very well experienced in weight gain, weight loss. I'm not an expert, just personally experienced in that awful cycle you can get in about body appearance and how you feel and what the scales say. So for a lot of people that say to me, oh, it's easy for you because you're slim, actually no, it's not. I've had my fair share of battles and I train very hard to be in the shape I'm in. So no, it's not easy for me at 6 o'clock in the morning when you're still in bed. I'm up training. And I'm not saying everybody has to do, you know, the same amounts as me. I do realise it's quite excessive the amount I do, but I can't tell you how good it is. Even if you just go out and have a walk, brisk walk, a couple of times a week, rather than getting in the car. Walk somewhere instead, you know, if you can walk to work or go for a walk with your friends, get yourself a dog. Anything. Just to do any form of exercise is better than none. You know, I appreciate not everybody likes going to a gym. It can be quite daunting when you first go. But there's so much stuff on YouTube now you can just do at home. Little exercise DVD. That's how I used to do a lot of mine. Right, that's that done. Now, I'm not going to go too crazy on the rest of my face because it's quite cash. Yeah, you know, there's all sorts you can do at home and you don't have to have a load of kit. Body weight exercises are brilliant. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer on. I'm going to put a tiny bit of something on my nose actually, just to stop the shine. I've got some of this from Primark pressed powder in the colour Ivory. Just a little spritz over the nose to stop the shine. Just a little bit of bronzer. Yeah, there's all sorts you can do. Do stuff at home. Go with a friend somewhere. Bit of dancing, get into dancing. Cheryl does a lot of dancing as well. Anything just to get your heart rate moving. Honestly, you'll feel so much better. As I always say to people, I've never ever heard anybody say, I wish I hadn't gone to the gym, or I don't feel any better for going to the gym. Right, that's that. And then we'll just go for just a smidge, just a touch of blusher. And it's where I've made a lot of my friends. So when I moved down here to Chelmsford, and I didn't know anyone, I made 6 very, very good friends who, you know, I've been friends with for the last 12, 13 years now, and will be friends with forevermore. So socially it's very good as well. Right, that's that. Let's just sort this fringe out, bit of lippy, and then we'll be done. Yeah, so there we go. Sorry if that's been a bit rambly. I'm not used to doing these. I didn't realise how much I had to concentrate. Just a little bit of gloss. Yeah, probably should have jotted down some ideas of subject matter. But yeah, if that's the sort of video you'd like me to record, what I do in a week or what I eat in a day or something like that, I think a few of you might be quite surprised how much I can eat. But it's purely because of all the exercise I do. So I'm just going to do some more right now. I've already done 2 hours on the bike this morning, and I'm going to go and do a little walk. Get some fresh air in my lungs. So that's me done. Just a quick natural sort of look. Really need to blend in a little bit off screen. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.